Hi guys, this is Hans and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the Chinabank Freedom Platinum MasterCard, as promised. So as I mentioned on my previous video, natanggap ko yung Chinabank Freedom Platinum MasterCard um, Wednesday the following week after I got approved on November 1st. So ito na siya guys. So bakit dalawa? Isa dito is yung virtual card and this one here is the color card. This is the actual card. So we're gonna talk more about this card in a bit. So natanggap ko yung card. Ang courier niya was to go. Dalawa agad yung binigay nila sa akin na package. And then, syempre nagamit ko na rin yung card. And I was actually surprised that the design, the color is different from what they have on their website. Kasi sa website nila guys, yung puti pa rin. And also, na-mention ko ito sa previous video ko, na yung ibang creator na nag-try mag-apply nito, ang nakuha nilang card is yung puti pa din. So, siguro may advantage talaga na mag-apply on a later date. So, since andito na yung dalawang card, ito syempre for online, and ito yung ginagamit ko for tapping. So yes guys, pwede naman siyang i-swipe, pwede siyang insert. It's just that medyo na-OC ako sa card na to kasi ang ganda niya, ang ganda ng design niya. Patayo siya actually. And then, I don't know what the logo is, pero maganda siya actually. Platinum siya, pero yung kulay niya parang may pagka-gold na brownish na I don't know how to describe the color. And then of course, meron siyang logo ni Mastercard and yung logo na pwede siyang i-tap, which is yung wave na sign. So, yung sa harap mo is the name of the card, the name of the bank, and your actual name or the name na nilagay mo doon sa application kung ano yung magiging what name will appear on your card. And then sa likod nito is yung card number, yung CVV, yung 3-digit code, at saka yung expiration date. So, of course, pinirmahan ko na rin and nagamit ko na rin yung card multiple times. So, what I like most of this card is the fact that it doesn't have an annual membership fee. So yes guys, you heard it right. You can enjoy a perpetual waiver of the annual membership fee. So technically speaking, hindi ka na tatawag sa customer service after a year just to request for an annual fee waiver. Kasi when you say perpetual, it means to say forever. So yes guys, may forever sa credit card na to. And that is the waiver of the annual fee. Another thing is that the point system. So hindi naman siya ganun ka sobrang ganda. Like what I always say, it's always better to pay for your transactions using a credit card because you get points in return, right? Like what I mentioned in my previous video, parang win-win nga siya. Like kasi for example, pumunta ka ng Robinson Easy Mart, right? So you use the card, you earn points from paying using your credit card. At the same time, kung meron kang Go Rewards or Go Rewards na account with Robinson, then you also earn Go Reward points. So talagang win-win talaga siya. But then again, the most important thing is that when you start using your credit card, make it a point that you control it. Make sure that yung pera mo is na ibabayad sana, yung cash na ibabayad mo sana for the transaction is saved somewhere in a savings account perhaps that's earning high interest. So with the reward system or point system, the Freedom Platinum MasterCard, you earn 1 reward point for every 30 peso qualified spend. So yung points din is you can redeem it in a lot of ways, well, in a few ways. You can redeem this one for airlines like Mabuhay Miles, Cathay Pacific, Christ Flyer, I don't know how to say it, Qatar, mileage as well, mileage plus, and a lot more. You can also redeem these points as cash to credit. So I've tried this redemption sa Union Banco. I converted my mileage, 30,000 miles, into 6,000 pesos na ginamit ko to pay off my to pay my balance sa credit card. You can also redeem the points for an annual fee waiver, but in this case, yung card naman, it doesn't have an annual membership fee, so you don't have to do that. Unless na yung card mo, of course, with Chinabank has an annual fee, then you can convert your points to pay for the annual fee. You can also use the points as an e-voucher, like for SM Gift Pass, SSI, Group Incorporated, or Stans, Curves, and a lot more. So you can check their website to get more information about it. So when it comes to promotions or promos gamit ang Chinabank credit card, marami din actually. You can, mahirap kasi isa-isahin eh, so sobrang dami. Like for dining, for shopping, for online purchases. They also have like installment partnership with some merchants, hotel stays, mga treats, beauty and wellness, travel and such. So, ang well, aside from, checking it on their website, you always get an update as well from Chinabank whenever they have a special going on. Like in my case, nakatanggap ako ng email about yung Kylie Minogue na concert, promotions ni MasterCard, yung mga 50% off sa mga Chinese restaurants and all that. So, yun. So, marami din siya. When it comes naman sa installment programs ni Chinabank, meron silang medyo marami din, like merchant installment programs, balance transfer program, transaction conversion program, like yung sa mga ibang banko din. Meron silang ganong klaseng process. And meron din silang cash installment program. So again, hindi ko na isa-isahin. You can better check your website to get detailed information as to how this works with your Chinabank credit card. Another thing also is one good thing about this card as well is that you can add supplementary card members and wala siyang limit, guys. Okay? Ikaw nang bahala kung ilan yung ilalagay mong supplementary card members. But then again, even if they're supplementary card members, kung hindi tayo ganun ka-RK, make sure that you add someone who can either help you pay for the transactions, but if you're willing to pay for their transactions, then you can set a certain limit that they can use sa supplementary card nila. Yung application is you have to go to the bank, may form kang fill-upan, make sure na dapat kasama mo yung supplementary na i-add mo kasi kailangan niyang permahan. Of course, valid identification, and yun na. So, usual process is within 10 to 15 banking days. So yun, guys. So another thing that I'd like to talk about is yung sa eCredit ni Chinabank. So yung eCredit, guys, is not a separate limit. So pretty much it's a percentage of your actual limit. So hindi siya, as in kung magkano yung limit na in-approve sa'yo, hindi siya yung magagamit mo sa eCredit. Sige, sabihin ko na. In my case, yung eCredit ko, ang limit na binigay dito is 70,000. So, percentage lang siya nung limit ng actual credit line ko. So, in a way, makokontrol mo siya para kung in case may something would happen, something would go wrong, at least hindi mo ubos yung pera mo, kumbaga. So yeah. So of course, make sure that to always use the eCredit to pay for transactions online. So yung pinaka-safe yun na gawin. Again, the actual card is meant to use sa in-store or when you are inside the establishment, you swipe it, you tap it, you insert it. Pero yung eCredit is meant for online transactions. Now, may mga ibang bangko na wala siyang physical eCredit like Union Bank. But one good thing about it is that sa website as a mobile app nila, may information siya ng eCredit mo or ng virtual card mo that you can use. So, it's actually safer that way kasi parang ito na wala na ewan ko na lang sa inyo guys. At least yung virtual, the only way for that to be accessed is if mag-create ka ng copy ng virtual card. But in this case, kailangan nyo siyang ingatan kasi may physical card. It's actually the same as my BPI. Meron silang eCredit din, pero ganito din. Itsura niya kulay blue. So may information din siya about the card and all that. So keep it safe all the time. Now, with regards to the statement, the credit card statement, I opted in to receive it or to receive an eStatement. Let's save the trees, guys. So, di na uso actually yung mga paper bills. I mean, yung mga paper na version or hard copy ng statement mo. It's always better to have it as an e-statement so you can keep it, you can organize it, you can keep it in a cloud storage perhaps. So yun. So in my case, hindi ko pa natatanggap yung e-statement ko kasi yung closing date ng bill ko is actually today. So I'm still waiting for it to be generated. So maybe in a few days or so, matatanggap ko na yun. Although my visibility now on how much I will pay and when's the due date. So it's a good thing. It's always a good thing to have a mobile access sa China sa banko mo so that you'll be able to see exactly how much you would owe and when to pay it. With regards to payment channels, of course, the usual way you can pay it through the bank. You can pay it mobile app. You can transfer payments from another bank to your Chinabank. You can pay it directly as well. Pwede ring GCash, pwedeng Maya, EasyPay, and such. So in my case, yung payment due date ko is going to be on December 18. So actually perfect nga siya kasi kinsenas siya katapusan yung sahod ko. So pwede ko siyang ibayaran ng 15 mismo. We usually get naman yung salary namin a day before, so I would have at least more than 48 hours to pay for my transaction kasi you always to make sure that you allot time to pay for your transaction. Hindi ibig sabihin na pag yung due date mo is for example 18 ng December, doesn't mean that it's okay to do that, to pay it on the same day. But then again guys, may posting date kasi. So it's better to be safe than be sorry later on kasi you might be paying late fees and such, and that's the last thing that we would want, of course, to happen, right? Paying extra fees for your credit card transaction. So pay it at least 2 days before or 3 days before the actual due date. In my case, hindi sa pagmamayabang, but I always pay it ahead of time, at least a week, sometimes 2 weeks pa. Kasi guys, may mga bangko kasi na may penalty in a way pag may multiple payments. So make sure to do your research and make sure that you only pay at least once, and of course in full, so that walang interest charges or finance charges as the next statement mo. What else? again, you can use this card to pay for your utility bills like Meralco, your water bill, your internet, your postpaid plan, and online subscriptions as well. So yun, in fairness sa card na to, never pa niya akong na-fail. I'm not saying that, well, may ibang card kasi na nagamit ko, nag-fail one time. Once lang naman, pero syempre medyo nakakahiya. It's a good thing that I always have with me a backup card to use. So, pag, for example, na-decline yung isang card ko, bubunot lang ako ng isa pang card. And usually naman nag-go through yung pangalawa. Pero minsan na nangyari sa akin. But with this Chinabank Freedom Platinum MasterCard, smooth yung transaction ko and walang instance na na-decline ako. Isang beses na pala sa online. Pero sa online kasi, kasalanan ko kasi I forgot to activate the virtual card. Oh, speaking of. So guys, aside from activating the actual card, kailangan ko rin palang i-activate yung virtual card. So 3 things that I like most of this card is first, wala siyang annual membership fee. Pangalawa is yung design ng card. It's a good thing that Chinabank thought of creating or changing the design of the card kasi dalawa na yung puting card nila and parang may distinction na rin. And pangatlo is the fact that you can add unlimited supplementary card members and which without any extra fees or no annual fees as well. So yun lang yung mga 3 things na nagustuhan ko sa card nito. And so if you find this video interesting and if you would like to hear or watch more of me next time, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and see you on my next video. Bye guys.